Hey everyone, it is Big Clit Energy. This is Brianni Terry.
And Chandler Coley.
And we're back for another episode. So, this episode is, it's going to be some hard shit, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
We've had quite a few people send us messages about the little that we've touched on, mental health being super helpful to them and something that resonated deeply with them. So we thought, fuck it, why not? Let's
dedicate a whole episode to it.
Yeah, and dig a little deeper and talk about some hard shit, talk about some fun shit, and yeah, so.
Trigger warning to anyone who struggles with anxiety, panic, suicide, anything like that. This should be a trigger warning to you. So if you are not able to listen to those type of things right now, I would probably not listen to this episode.
Absolutely, yeah. Not something bad. Sometimes you just can't handle certain shit.
No. There are many times in my life I couldn't handle people talking about it when I was going through it, so it's always something I kind of like to put out there.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, that's a huge problem for me sometimes. Especially lately, I'm like getting so deep into my own shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, kind of not neglecting relationships, but sometimes I just can't hear other people's shit.
Yeah, so no, sometimes you can't.
Yeah, and
like,
it makes me feel like a dick.
It's not though, because that's a boundary.
Yeah.
It's what I learned in therapy.
Yeah.
Is sometimes you have to put boundaries, and you're not a dick for not being able to help someone right now because you're struggling.
Yeah.
That's literally, you're not a dick. That's you protecting yourself, and that's you putting a boundary like, I love you and like I would listen to you, but you know what, I just can't right now.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I'm the type of person that gets so like wrapped up into other people's feelings that I start feeling it too.
Yeah, you're an empath.
Oh,
dude.
To the core.
I get it.
Dude.
So my whole life, I have always been someone that like people have always went to.
Mm-hmm.
That's why when I originally started going to college, I was going for psychology.
Yeah.
Before I got into bodybuilding, before I got into nutrition, because I was so used to sitting there and listening to people's problems. I mean, I had a girl I barely knew who came out to me in fucking high school.
Weird. That's crazy.
Super weird. I mean, we had gone to a few parties together, but she was just like, Chandler, I need to talk to you. And I was like, okay. She literally came to my class and asked my teacher to like pull me out of class.
Wow.
Yeah, and she was like really struggling, and I guess I was just someone who she was comfortable with.
Yeah.
And because I had a lot of like gay friends.
Yeah.
So she knew it was something I accepted. And I dabbled in it myself, so
Heyo.
But she just like she pulled me out of class and she started crying, and she just opened up to me, and I was just like, holy shit. But that was like a normal occurrence to me.
Mm-hmm.
I had friends' parents who would cry to me about their kids.
Jesus.
So yeah, I get it.
It's cool being able to be that person for somebody.
It's heavy.
But yeah, being that person, you're the saddest of them all.
Oh, dude. It's hard because I now have learned how to, through practice, listen to people's emotions without taking on people's emotions.
Yeah.
Because otherwise I'd be fucking disaster.
Yeah.
I would be a fucking disaster, dude.
Yeah.
Because like some of the shit that I've heard through like therapy retreats and group therapy
mm-hmm.
is like the worst things you can imagine. Mm-hmm. And literally sitting there and listening to someone talk about how they were raped by their fucking 8 brothers their whole entire life. It's their whole like 18 years since they were fucking baby. It's like, you have to learn how to kind of like be there, but not be emotionally attached.
That's one of my like biggest flaws, because like even like if Joe is having a terrible mental health day, I am also having a terrible day, because then I start thinking about my shit, and I'm like, I don't want him to feel that way, but there's nothing I could really do or say to take away much mm-hmm. in the moment, until it kind of passes and we talk about it later.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's kind of like, after a while he'll be like, are you okay? And I'm just like, I'm just not feeling that good today.
Yeah.
And it's...
you know what? Yeah. Well, when you're like really connected to someone like that, like when Jason has a bad day, my day's terrible.
Yeah.
Like I'll be having a great day, and then he's like, I'm not feeling good today, and he'll start like talking about stuff, and it immediately takes my mood down. Mm-hmm. And I think it's just because Jason is like, well, he's my fucking other half.
You love that person. You don't want to see them hurting.
No.
Way.
When you're upset, I'm upset.
Yeah.
When it's like friends and stuff, I'm better at it, but when it's your partner,
it's like we live with them, so it's like I'm around this human being. Like, We go to the fucking gym together. Like, we pretty much do everything together besides, like, you know, I'm going out with a friend or my mom or some random shit, whatever. But yeah, that's super hard for me to deal with. And it's something that, like, I keep fucking, like, I'm gonna put myself on blast. I did a little bit ago before we started recording this, but, like, I've been saying that I need to go to therapy for, like, 2 or 3 months now.
Yeah. And you still haven't gone?
I still haven't gone.
Yeah.
I think it's because I'm just so deep in meal prep right now. Like, I don't think I can handle
all of it at once.
All of that at once.
Yeah, I get it.
So it's kind of
therapy is a lot.
Yeah.
If you do therapy correctly, it's a lot.
Yeah. Well, I've had 2 different therapists in my lifetime. The first one, oh my god, he was amazing. I wish he was so great. But I just, like, every time I've gone to a new therapist, well, I've gone to 4 total, but the ones didn't work because I didn't move or I didn't like the other one.
Yeah.
The first 1 or 2 sessions is always me just bawling.
Oh.
Like, nothing could even be inherently wrong at the moment. I'm just like, I'm just gonna, you know, you fucking do maintenance on your car, do maintenance on your fucking brain, whatever, that analogy. And then I'm just like, they're like, so what are you in for today? And I'm just like,
well, I understand it though, because it's like you finally get into a safe space.
Yeah.
And when you do therapy correctly, you realize therapy is a completely 100% safe space.
Yeah.
Like, you can be, say, and do anything you fucking want. And it's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
You know? So I get it. I mean, my first time I went with my therapist, she told me, she was like, I am so shocked how willing you were to open up immediately.
Yeah.
Because I had so much built up at the time and I had no one to talk to, that when I finally went to therapy, it was like word vomit.
Also, I feel like my brain just works so fast. I want to skip the first 5 sessions to where they already know everything, so I can just go in and talk. And they were following along, and I don't want to take the time to re-explain all the shit that I've either already gotten over but is still contributing to something in some way later on in my life or present today, you know? And, like, I just don't want to go through that. It's like, why don't you fucking know it?
Just know it already. Like, I know.
So there was like a USB drive of my life and just say, plug it in.
I know.
There you have it.
My therapist, that's why I stayed with her when I moved.
Yeah.
Because I was like, fuck, dude, if I fucking get a new therapist, I'm going to have to take them through all of this shit? No way. Yeah. No way. That's why we do virtual sessions. Yeah. Because, like, there's way too much shit for me to sit down and tell somebody new. Yeah. But if I had to, I would. Yeah. You know? I'm
also debating the thought of, like, do I want to do a virtual session? Because then I could just be in the comfort of my own home or my bed or whatever. Yeah. But I also know that the therapist's office is a safe space, but I'm also debating between that too, so.
Yeah. I think it's kind of hard for me to do therapy sessions at home because I'll get distracted. Yeah. And that's one reason, like, when I went... Okay, so Jason's a little codependent, okay? And he will call me all the time. Yeah. Like, every time we're apart, we'll call each other. That's just what we do, you know? And I was learning when I first went to therapy that I needed to prioritize myself. Yeah. Because I wasn't doing it at the time. And he would call me. He called me during therapy once, and I was like, how fucking dare you, dude? Yeah. Like, I have 1 hour.
Yeah, this is my time.
Yeah, like, out of the week. Like, no. Like, I don't care if you don't know where the rice is. Like,
figure it out.
Literally, you know, I do everything for him. Yeah. So I was like, I legitimately got mad, and my therapist was so proud of me. She was like, damn, Chandler, like, that is such a big step for you, because, like, that's a boundary. Like, I don't talk to anyone during my therapy time. Like, even now at home, I go into the fucking upstairs room and I shut the door and I'm like, do not come in here. Yeah. Like, this is my fucking time, because I know how important it is for me.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. I'm looking forward to that, but I'm also just...
dreading it too at the same time.
It's not that I, like, even have a problem talking about the hard shit anymore. It's just that I don't want to go through the process of explaining it all. Yeah. Or, like, finding a therapist and be like, I don't really jive with this person.
That's the thing that sucks, I know, is finding the right therapist. Yeah. That's tough. I know. I got really fucking lucky with my therapist, and the first one I chose fit perfectly. Yeah. But, I mean, I've heard horror stories from fucking people. Yeah. Like, I had a girl I went on the last therapy retreat with, who, her therapist, she goes and talks to her and is like, you need to go to psych ward.
Jesus.
And she was like, I'm not even at that point. But she just immediately wanted to send her to the psych ward. And I was like, dude, if I went to a therapist and they immediately told me to go to a psych ward, I would literally be like, I'm nuts.
Yeah.
Like, I'm beyond help.
Yeah.
You know? Which sucks. I mean, obviously the psych ward, the thing is about the psych ward is, have you ever heard stories of it?
No.
Or anything? Okay, it's not like everyone thinks it is.
Yeah.
They literally put you in a room and you're just in a room.
Yeah.
Like there's no like fucking communication with anything and you're just there. Like there's no therapy. There is no Bruno, move your booty.
My dog has crashed the past 2 podcasts.
Yep, he's blocking the camera. It's all right though. He's all right. You can still see us.
Yeah.
It's okay. Lay down. Come on. Oh, no,
Like,
come this way. You want to come hang out? Come on.
Sorry, brief intermission. My dog is just the most annoying thing in the world.
What was I saying? Oh, yeah. No, psych wards, there's no therapy. There's no, like, let's dig deep and figure out what's going on. That is not what the psych ward is.
I feel like that would make me even crazier if they just put me in a fucking room.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, my therapist has told me many times, she's like, the psych ward makes it worse. Like, because it's not like an actual, like, rehabilitation center. It's
just
literally like,
wrong with you.
Let me throw you in a hospital room and you don't get shit.
Yeah, like, we don't know what else to do with you.
Yeah. Like, fuck that. That's terrible.
Yeah, that's... No, thank you.
I'm happy I've never had to go to the psych ward.
Yeah, I can't imagine. I feel like that system fails people in so many
all the time.
ways. It's
fails
so
people
sad.
all the time.
I wish there, more resources, but I don't know.
Well, that's the point of this podcast.
Yeah.
So hopefully we can be a resource.
I hope so.
So let's get into like your story.
Oh God.
Like when did you first start realizing like you had to prioritize mental health, and when did you first start like...
Oh, way too fucking late.
Speaking of Jason calling at inappropriate times.
I realized I need to prioritize mental health like way too late.
Like how late?
I would say within the past like few years.
Okay.
And I mean, over the course of time, you like learn how to better cope with shit, and obviously therapy helped me a little bit. I think I went to therapy when I was like 17 to like 19 maybe.
Okay.
I think it was a few years.
Yeah.
But like I started dealing with mental health issues, particularly like social anxiety, when I was in high school. And it was actually so bad that I ended up going to an alternative school. Because I would miss class so much. Like, I went to the office one day and they were like, you need to complete like 16 credits in a year to graduate on time.
Holy shit.
Yeah, like I remember I had the best counselor. I think her name was Miss Perez. Yeah, it's been a while now. Since I've been out of fucking high school, but fuck. But I would get anxiety attacks so bad I couldn't even sit in class, no matter if it was like a discussion or whatever, whether it was just a lecture. Like I just couldn't fucking do it. I would start crying, I'd start sweating, and so she let me like skip a few periods and just sit with her and talk to her and like do my work or whatever the fuck. And it got to a point where it was so bad, like I would skip school. Yeah. You know, because I had a car at the time that I drove to school and whatever, so I kind of would sneak off campus. And I went to an alternative school where I was there. I started out there every day. Yeah. And it was like way less kids. And a lot of them were like the fucking shithead kids.
Was it like a charter school?
No, it was just like, it was right down the street from my high school. I could literally see the building from my high school. But it was where like the kids who misbehaved went out, like just the bad type of kids or kids like me who had anxiety. So there was like maybe 12 people in each class max.
Do you know what a charter school is? Did they have that word?
No.
It's what we call the charter school in California. Okay. Yeah. So it's like, it can be really anyone. It's just people that kind of need to like accelerate.
Okay. Yeah. So probably but eventually it kept getting worse to where I eventually did independent study for all my classes, and I would only go to school 2 hours a week, and that was to work a little bit and turn in everything that I did. Oh, wow. And I ended up graduating on time and was able to walk with my class, which is like one of the things I'm most proud of, because like it was damn near impossible for me to fucking finish those classes in that time frame. So yeah, it took a while to get through that, and I still really struggle with it. Like one of my I love being alone. Like, now that I'm with Joe or whatever, like, I'm so comfortable with him that it feels like I'm alone sometimes, but he's still in the same room, you know, like, we don't always have to talk, which I really enjoy. I'm just not, sometimes I just don't want to fucking talk. I just don't, not that I'm in a bad mood, I just don't have a lot to say right now.
Right.
Or, like, I just want to be in my phone, or I want to watch something, or whatever. So, but it got to the point where I was alone a lot.
Yeah.
Like, a lot.
Yeah, you were like isolating.
My parents were at work. My sister was at work, or she had moved out by then. So it's like, it was just fucking me and my cats.
So your social anxiety, what was your social anxiety like for you? Because, you know, everyone experiences anxiety differently. So, like, when you would have social anxiety, what was it like?
I always felt like people were either like talking about me, or like there was some joke that I wasn't in on, or I never felt like I belonged to a certain group. And like, I had friends here, I had friends there, but like, even the friends that were really close to me, and she's still really close to me, she's my friend of over 10 years, Leia. When I first met her and my other friend Lauren, it's like, we were great friends, but we were also getting fucked up all the time.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I don't really drink that much, because I did that shit all from 16 to fucking 19.
Oh, girl.
Like, I burned myself out.
Yeah. I understand.
Yeah, I was drinking, I was fucking doing drugs, whatever. And not so much drugs when I was, you know, in high school, but definitely the few years after high school, when I was like raving and going to festivals.
Yeah.
And all that fucking stupid
shit.
Yeah, fucking making candy bracelets and shit.
Oh my god,
fucking, yeah, doing drugs in our friend's fucking living room. Fucking, listening to music and shit. But yeah, I always felt like I wasn't a part of any certain group, or like, this feeling of just always kind of being the odd one out. I was also like, going back to like the body positivity, like, I didn't look like anyone really. Like, I was out bigger than a lot of my friends. Like, not that I was ever fat, I just had fucking hips, I had thighs, I had a butt, like, so I mean, I was like fucking size 8 or something, like, I don't know, which isn't obviously huge, but it's like,
when you're looking at a 00, it is.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So, like, the only high school dance I ever went to was my freshman homecoming.
Really?
I didn't go to any other high school dances because I didn't want to. Like, I just was like, I don't know if anybody's gonna fucking ask me. I don't want to fucking put myself in that situation. I don't want to be the loser that's just going with her friends to. Yeah. I don't know. It's just like, that was never my high school experience. Yeah. So it was like, I don't know, I feel like maybe I missed out on some things, but like, high school was never that important to me anyway. It was just like a stepping stone to get to where, and like, I do have great memories and shit like that, but it's not like the typical like high school fucking shit
like shit on you see.
You know? So I mean, there were the parties and all that other stupid shit, but
did you go to parties?
Oh yeah.
All the parties?
Fuck yeah.
Okay. You just didn't do the like school events?
No.
Yeah, okay.
I went to the fucking assemblies because they were during school.
Right.
And I was stoked because I would either fucking skip because it was at the end of the day and I could just go home after that, or like, I was fucking stoned, whatever.
Right, yeah. I know, I get it.
So I was like, I don't know. I just, therapy definitely helped, like, the social anxiety aspect. I think that is, like, my biggest mental health issue. Of course, like, I've been suicidal a few times before in my life. Whether it was just, like, self-inflicted shit, being devastated over a fucking stupid boy, or
God, yeah.
Oh, my, if I could go back in time and just
slap myself like, you dumb bitch.
Shake myself.
I know, but you know what? At the time, like, I look back at, like, things that were fucking life-shattering to me. And you know what? It's just because even though it was, I mean, I look back now and I'm like, fuck, that was nothing. But at the time, it was a lot. It felt like
everything.
Yeah, and it's because I had so much, like, I look at it as I feel a lot. I have a lot of love. So, like, little things hurt me a lot.
Like, I've always felt like I was the one to love more in all of my relationships, and being with Joe, like, that's the first time I don't feel that. Like, I feel like it's equal, you know? Like, there was this boy that I was fucking in love with, and he was a few years older than me. We had, like, a fucking ongoing toxic-ass situationship, and now it was devastating to me at the time, but now I'm thinking I would literally rather fucking die than end up with somebody from my hometown.
Oh yeah, I get it.
Oh my god.
I get it.
If I was still living in fucking little ass Mount Vernon, Washington, look it up. There isn't shit there. It's like a little over an hour north of Seattle, and there's fucking nothing besides trouble and fucking meth.
I know. You know what? I look back at the people that I loved in high school.
They're not shit now.
Losers. They're losers.
Yeah.
No offense to you guys.
If that's how you want to live your life, more power to you.
But it's just not what I want out of my life. You know, and I mean, some of them, I don't even know what the fuck they are. They might be fucking in jail, probably in jail.
Yeah.
But, or dead. I mean, I don't know. Yeah. You know, because they're literally, gone.
I honestly, there's a few people from my hometown that I talk to, kind of, but, I don't talk to anybody from high school.
You know what? I don't talk to any women from high school.
Yeah.
I talk to, Alex and Adrian, the people you met. Yeah. But I don't really talk to any, women.
My only, girlfriend from high school that I really talk to is, my friend Leia, who's my friend. She lives in Arizona, a few hours away. She just was here for my birthday, so, that's really I can't
I get it. So...
I had so much more
I know.
in my mind than living in the same town I grew up in. Small-ass town.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. Going to Seattle is ooh.
The big thing.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Day trip.
Yeah.
Fuck me, dude. Absolutely not.
So, what, do you still struggle with social anxiety now?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. How do you combat it?
I probably smoke weed a little too much.
Okay, so when we go out, do you have social anxiety?
Before.
Yeah, okay.
Leading up to it,
yeah.
I'm always the type of person that, we make plans, oh, that sounds good, and then it gets to the day, I'm I don't want to fucking do that. I want to stay at home.
Yeah.
My food's here, everything's here that I need.
Yeah.
But then I go out, and I'm fine.
Yeah.
It's just, it's always getting to the place.
Yep.
And the lead up before that, never really being there anymore.
Yeah.
But, at the same time, if I'm out somewhere and it's a little too late, it doesn't matter if it's fucking whatever, it could be weekday at 11 or fucking weekend at 4.
Yeah.
When I'm ready to go,
you're ready to go.
I check out.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk to anybody else. I love you all.
But I'm done. No, I get it.
I've had fun. We've been out together for 6 hours.
Yeah.
It's time to go home.
Bitch, I don't want to anymore.
I want to fucking drive home or get the Uber.
Yeah.
I want to stop at some fast food.
Yep, and I'm done. Yeah, sometimes my span of how long I can go is longer, and sometimes it's shorter. And when I'm done, I'm done.
Yeah.
And there are times Jason has dragged me places, and I stand there, and I'm
I'm not having it.
I
can't get myself out of that mindset. Once I decided I'm not going to have fun, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, once I decide it's food time, it's fucking food time, bro. Don't get your fucking vodka away from me.
Yeah, I don't want the vodka soda.
Yeah, literally.
Get out of my face.
Literally, if that's not a hamburger, I don't want it.
That's why it's I wish there were you could get food at the club.
I know.
If you could get food at the club,
dude,
I'd be in that bitch till 6 a.m.
Do you know what I thought about a concession person? Dude. Walking around at the clubs, bro, I got hot dogs, I got fucking, dude, money.
I'd pay $20 for a hot dog. I don't give a fuck.
Can you bring snacks into the club? Can you do that?
I don't think so. But they should have a little bathroom, the bathroom.
Yeah, they should. Yeah, with little snacks. I know.
Little bag of Cheez-Its.
I know. Cheez-Its, I love Cheez-Its.
That shit's fire. Man.
I know.
God.
I know, I fucking love Cheez-Its. The snack mix?
Oh. They have sometimes they have the ones with the little Gardettos and the Cheetos.
Oh my god, I love those Garditos.
Yeah, the little crunchies.
Yes, it's the crunch.
Yeah,
it's the crunch.
Exactly.
I know, especially when you're fucked up. It's
sodium, fucking give it to me.
I know. Can you tell her? Can you tell she's dieting? I'm trying to diet.
I'm how many days out? 9 days out now, I guess.
Oh my god, so close.
Holy fuck.
So close.
I'm ready for this shit.
So, do you ever have anxiety about meats?
I used to.
Yeah.
This is the first time. I made a post on my Instagram the other day. This is the first time that I just don't feel
anxious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm anxious for it to get over with. I know I'm gonna have fun, but I'm just ready to kind of fuck off for a little bit. I've been busting my ass for a long time now, and I'm ready to have some fun.
Yeah.
And of course I've had fun here and there, obviously during it, but I want to do it to where I don't have it in the back of my mind, like, what's my weight gonna be tomorrow?
Yeah. I get it.
Like, but this time I feel very calm.
Good.
Because I'm better than I literally ever was before. Even from February. I beat my meat PR by 40 pounds in training.
Yeah.
The past week.
Yeah.
So it's like, I feel pretty good. Obviously, I feel beat down to shit, but it's like, I know that I've done everything I possibly could to get a good, like, to get the outcome I want.
Right.
And if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, that's okay. And it's like, I can't be mad and think about that one session where it's like, I just fucking gave up.
Right.
Because I really didn't. There were days where, like, either I kind of cut it early because I was having some bad mental health shit, but I made it up in some other way.
Right.
Because there was a lot of times during this prep where I was like, I don't fucking enjoy this anymore. Like, this can be my last meet. I'm gonna quit.
Yeah. I feel like, I mean, every prep I do for a show, there are moments where I'm like, why the fuck am I doing this?
Because it gets harder and harder
Yep.
the more that you prep, no matter what it is.
Yep.
It's like, you could have the formula dialed, it works every time.
It's still hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you get stronger, or your body composition is way different than what it used to be, and you have to adjust. And there was a lot more bumps in the road than I thought there was going to be. Like, I modified my training more than ever this prep. You know, like, I'm used to going heavy week after week, but once I got to like 6 weeks out, I would have like a heavy week and then a down week and then a heavy week and a down week. And like, that fucking saved my ass, but I'm just getting to the point where it's like, god damn, okay, like, I'm getting up there.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So, but no, I feel really good about it. Like, I'm still probably gonna cry. Like, every single meet I've had the night before I cry.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like, what? And the reason why I cry is because, one, I'm nervous as fuck, because at that point I feel like I haven't been able to I haven't proved myself yet that I deserve to be with those other, like, elite athletes. But now I'm just kind of like, I know who the fuck I am.
Yeah.
I know I deserve to be there. I'm one of the best in the world. Like, obviously it's hard to think that most days, like, because I don't think like that. You know, I'm just a fucking chick that was good at lifting weights.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
And it's a sport that nobody gives a fuck about, so whatever.
Right.
But now it's like, I don't have anything to prove to anyone. Like, I am truly now having fun. Like, I'm just going in to have fun, because no matter what I do, it's gonna be fucking cool.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
Like,
absolutely.
So, like,
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. I totally get it.
Yeah, I feel really good about it.
I think when you do everything you can, and you're also at the best you've ever been, it's hard to be anxious, because it's like, well, I fucking already did what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah.
Like, I literally have done the best I can.
Yeah.
So, like, whatever happens, happens.
All the fucking work is, like, done now.
Yeah.
Now I'm just like,
Yeah.
I just gotta keep my fucking weight down, I gotta keep the stress down, fucking reduce fatigue.
Yeah.
And just go into the meet and just do what
Keep your head good. And
yeah,
that's it.
I'm a fucking performer anyway. Like, I always do better on meet day than I ever will do in the gym.
Yeah, I get it. I do better under pressure player.
Yeah,
that's what I call it.
exactly.
Yeah, with sports, that's
like,
what
I
I've
fucking
always
shine
done.
and thrive off that
Yeah, me
shit.
too.
Like, I might not be able to hear all the screams and people in the crowd, but, like, I feed off that shit.
Yeah, I get
So,
it.
Yeah.
I totally get it.
Okay, so enough about me for right now. So circling back, when did you start kind of noticing that you were developing some mental health challenges?
You can say issues, because the bitch got issues.
Try to be positive.
So, I have had anxiety my whole life. I've struggled with depression my whole life. I did not know what it was at the time, because anxiety and depression is not something that was really talked about. So, I mean,
were your parents, like, open to it?
No. Okay. My mom is more open to it.
Okay.
But my dad is, like, old school Italian. So, like, he's like, oh, you have a problem, have a fucking drink. You're fine.
Yeah.
Shake it off, you know? So, he doesn't really believe in anxiety. But he's been very supportive of me and everything I've done. But, like, it's not something we can, like, sit and have a conversation about, because, like, he just doesn't get it.
Yeah.
Even though he has anxiety.
Yeah.
But he refuses to
Those
acknowledge.
are the type of people with the most issues.
Yeah. He refused to acknowledge that's what it is. But it is definitely something that I think is genetic with me. I think I have some type of neurotransmitter imbalance, because it's literally been something that's been prevalent my whole entire life. My older sister has anxiety. and depression. So I would throw up before softball games. I'd throw up before any time.
You were a puker.
Yeah, I that's my anxiety manifests through puking.
Holy shit.
So yeah, so I mean, like, I would throw up before I'd go to parties in high school. I would drink, and I thought it was the alcohol. And I would I'd have like one drink. We'd pregame, and then I'd get there, and before we went to the party, everyone knew that I had to throw up. But it was my anxiety. I just didn't know that it was anxiety. And I just thought I was nervous before games.
Yeah.
You know, like, I would fucking throw up, get up, and hit a fucking home run out of the park. My mom always tells that story. But I've always had it my whole life. I was suicidal in like 4th grade.
Damn.
Yeah, so it was something that like, but it was never something I really like shared with my family, you know, because
well, how does someone in 4th grade even like
comprehend it?
Yeah.
You know, I had a friend that I spoke to about it, and I literally told her, I was like, I want you to kill me. Like, and she was like, bitch, I'm not gonna kill you. Yeah. But, you know, like, I was...
She's like, I'm fucking 8 years old, dude.
Yeah. I know. But I laugh about it now. But yeah, it was, I have always struggled with it, you know? And I would self-harm throughout middle school. And then when I got into high school is when I started drinking. And I had a really good high school experience. I had like the typical movie time high school experience. I was definitely like, I don't want to say popular, but I was popular. But the thing is at my school, it wasn't really super divided between like the popular, the drama, you know, like we were all very inclusive of each other.
Like fucking Mean Girls?
Yeah, it was not like that. It was not like that.
Yeah.
Like, I was someone who would hop around to literally everyone because I loved music, I loved drama, I loved the arts, I loved sports, you know, like I was literally very like inclusive with everyone, and I mean, our whole school was really like that. You know, there was a few like really out there people that kind of didn't get along with anyone, but for the most part, it wasn't super like segregated. You know, my school was very, very inclusive and very mixed. But you know, so throughout high school, I had my social anxiety, but I didn't know what it was. I would just throw up and like fucking keep it going. Deal with it. I was literally like, I'm gonna fucking raw dog this shit, like, you know, because I was also having fun though. Yeah. You know, like I really did have a really good time. I was very fucking lonely though. Yeah. In high school, I was so alone because I'd never had a boyfriend.
I didn't either.
You didn't?
I had like little like
flings.
Yeah. But that dude was like older, and I was like almost out of high school. So like I didn't count that.
Yeah, no. So my like there were 2 people in high school that I was genuinely seriously interested in, that I actually like was like, I dare say was falling in love with. You know, because when you're that young, you love a lot easier. Yeah. You know, because you're not jaded.
You're so trusting.
Yeah, you are. Yeah. You know, you haven't seen some of the terrible shit in the world. Yeah. You know, and
I think experiencing heartbreak does, like, for the first time, does a lot.
It does. It does. It totally does. And the first 2 people, only people besides Jason that I ever seriously liked, they fucking left me for somebody else. Yeah. We weren't even dating. Yeah. But they were just like, I mean, there was a guy, Gabriel, who I mean, I don't hold anything against him, you know, like we've talked after this has happened, but I was because I was a virgin throughout all of high school, and I wanted to give my virginity to him, and I was like, I want to like have sex with you, like let's get a fucking hotel, like I'm ready for this, and he wouldn't do it. And later on he told me, he was like, you were just, I know you're way too good for me, and I couldn't do that to you. Aww. And he was like, and I knew like my intentions weren't what you wanted them to be, so I didn't want to do that.
That's
so
a good guy.
Yeah,
but it makes you feel like shit in the moment.
Yeah, I was like, oh, so you're not gonna be with me, but you're gonna be with fucking big butt Barbara? Yeah. Like, fuck you. No offense, Barbara. But I was so pissed. Like, I was so pissed. Yeah. But it literally, like, when I went through that, I became very cold. Very, very cold. Like, my friends even told me, they were like, Chandler, you're a bitch. They were like, you just like don't give a fuck. And I'm like, you're right, I don't give a fuck. Yeah. And I held that attitude up until I was 21 or 20, no, 20. Up until I was 20, when I finally lost my virginity to some random Marine at a party. I literally went, it was on Halloween. Oh my God, it was on Halloween. I went out and I was like, I'm about to fuck tonight. I just don't care. And I literally, dude, that was like my mindset.
Yeah.
Pretty much my, like, all up until meeting Jason.
Yeah.
Because I literally, like, didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like, after I had experienced that in high school, it fucked me up, dude.
Yeah.
I was really, like, really cold.
Yeah.
Like, I would literally hook up with people, I'm like, fuck you, bye. Literally. Like, I'm like, peace out, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I was so, like, emotionally cut off.
Yeah.
And, I met Jason, and I thought that was just gonna be a hookup. It wasn't.
Yeah.
It obviously turned into us getting married.
20 years later.
Yeah, I know. But when I, met Jason, I had to start opening myself up.
Mm-hmm.
And that process of opening myself up, it uncovered a lot of, like, deep issues that I have. And then I went through trauma as an adult that it fucked me up even more. And I do this thing where I shut everything down and I don't address it and I don't want to talk about it. And I now am aware of it, but it's still something I do. Yeah. It's like a defense mechanism.
Yes.
So I am aware, so sometimes I dig deep. I'm like, no, bitch, like, put your wall down, sit with how you're feeling, and, like, let's address what's going on.
My thought is always just, like, I'm just putting this thought in, like, this compartment.
Yeah, and I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, and I'll come back to it when it arises again, Like,
so,
it's there, but...
Yeah, but we're not gonna address it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what happened, what originally made me realize, like, oh shit, like, I'm fucked up, like, this isn't shit that everyone experiences, was I had a friend who we mentioned fucking a few episodes ago, the she-devil, but she lived with me, okay, and she was, I'm not trying to trash her in this because, like, it's long done and over with, but I'm just going to give my, like, mental health side of it. She was very abusive. She was, because you can be in an abusive relationship that's not a friendship. I mean, that's not a sexual relationship.
Oh, yeah.
Because friendships are still intimate, so, I mean, I would have panic attacks, and she would get mad at me for having a panic attack. Like, she would literally, like, be angry at me and throw a fit.
Like, you think I'm having a good fucking time?
Yeah, I know. Like, you think I want to do this? And she was just very dismissive. And she was very negative, very drama-filled, always talked shit about people. And I was not used to being around that, because at this point in my life, all I was around was Jason.
Yeah.
And then the friends I would have around every now and then. But when she started living with me, it had a really, really big effect on my mental health. And being around someone that was so soul-sucking all the time, it fucked me up. And I got into a car accident. And it was like the straw that broke the camel's back for me. I went into a week-long, I mentioned it in the past episode, a week-long disassociative phase. Yeah. So I was literally like a zombie. And that was when I started realizing, like, okay, when I got prescribed the Xanax, I was realizing, okay, you know what, I have issues. And, like, this is something I really, like, need to work through. Yeah. And when I found my therapist, which I talked about in the last episode, she started explaining to me, okay, because I thought it was crazy, right? Like, I had a friend, I don't know if I've ever told you this story, but how long ago was this? This was 4 years ago. Okay. So a year after meeting Jason, before she-devil Chelsea, I had a friend who I was best friends with for 15 years. And we were fucking, like, ride or die best friends. And we went on a vacation together. I took her to Belize. Jason didn't want to go, so I'm like, fuck you, I'm going with my fucking bestie. Yeah. So we go to Belize.
Why would he not want to go?
Because Jason's
an idiot.
I know. Because Jason's Jason. It's alright. He doesn't like traveling, so, like, I don't push him.
Love you, Jason.
Yeah, I don't push him. But, so we went on this vacation together. And she went into psychosis on vacation. So I don't know what triggered it. I don't know if it was the drinking. I mean, we were smoking weed, but we bought the weed in Belize, but it was all things I was doing too. So it wasn't anything that, like, she didn't drink anything I didn't drink. Yeah. Like, at first I thought she was drugged because she really, like, she was not there. Yeah. Like, have you ever seen the people always think they're drug addicts on the street, the homeless people. Some of them aren't drug addicts, some of them are schizophrenic. Yeah. So when someone is in psychosis, it mimics schizophrenia. Okay. So they're very, like, I mean, she was talking in tongues. She was, like, throwing the Bible at me. She fucking went, she got naked and ran around the island.
Holy shit.
And I mean, I called doctors. I spent so much money. She broke the hotel window, punched through the hotel window. I mean, like, if I went and told you this full story, like, when I came home, I couldn't even believe that it was real, you know?
Holy shit.
But I never spoke to her after that. Her family cut her off from me. We haven't spoken since then.
Wow.
And so someone that you're that close to, that, I mean, 15 years is like your sister, you know? And seeing her go essentially crazy. She's not crazy, but she just went into psychosis. And not get closure from it, it fucked me.
Oh, yeah.
It literally made me think, if I have known this person for 15 years and she can do that, why the fuck wouldn't I do that?
Yeah.
Am I going crazy?
Yeah.
And it traumatized me.
Yeah, like, what did I do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my first time going to therapy, I was like, I think I'm crazy. Like, I think I'm gonna lose it. So when my anxiety really started getting bad, I immediately was like, I'm gonna turn into that. Like, what happened to her is gonna happen to me. So my therapist, our first session, she told me, she was like, Chandler, you're not crazy. Like, you just have anxiety and panic. And I'm like, wait, what? I'm like, so I'm not gonna lose my mind?
Shit's good.
Yeah, and she's like, no, this is like something that just some people deal with. And oh my God, it made me feel so much better.
Oh, I bet.
It was like such a weight off my shoulders, because I was like, holy shit, like, I'm not losing my mind. You know, because that was like a fear after seeing it happen. After literally watching someone you love lose their mind, and being the only one there to help in a third world country where you have no cell phone reception.
I can't even imagine.
It was, dude, I literally want to make a movie out of it. Because when I came home, so I came home and I called Adrian and Alex, and they came over and we smoked, and I told them the full story.
Yeah.
And I had little videos that I recorded on my camera of her.
Yeah.
Because I was like, no one's gonna fucking believe me. You know, and so I set my camera down and I just like recorded her speaking. Yeah. You know, and so I came home and I told them this full story. I laid it all out because it was so fresh, 2 hours long. I told them everything. And afterwards, they're kind of just sitting there and they were like, honestly, Chandler, they were like, if I didn't know you, I'd think you're lying. Because the story is like so fucking outlandish. Yeah. Like, it is just shit that I like can't even believe that I went through, you know? Fuck. So anyway, back to my craziness. Yeah. But so that was a very big traumatic experience for me. Yeah. On top of other traumatic experiences that I never dealt with. So this was something that like I went through and I just fucking shoved it down and was like, all right, you know, because when you lose a friend, even if death or, you know, a breakup like that, it is literally like death. Yeah. Like, it's grieving the loss of a friendship. And it is just as traumatic as like the death of a friend, because essentially it is the death of a friend. You know, you never speak to them again. Yeah. So, Bruno, you gotta get out of the way, little man.
I hope that picks up his snorts.
Oh, I think I'm gonna get that one. But, so when I started going to therapy, I kicked Chelsea out of the house.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, bitch, you gotta go.
Yeah, this
is
not good.
Yeah, and she was terrible to me, fucking tried to break me and Jason up a week before the wedding, bullied me on social media, but just having her out of my house made me feel so much better. Yeah. I didn't have panic attacks anymore.
Well, your house is like your fucking
sanctuary.
Safe,
yes, and it wasn't safe for me.
Yeah.
And that's when I started realizing, like, because here's what was happening is I was not sticking up for myself. Yeah. I used to be so like, fuck you, no, and I'm more like that now. Yeah. But during the time, I wasn't like that. I was very codependent because I had lost my best friend of 15 years. I had been through traumatic experiences. I was very like hurt. I wasn't dealing with it. And I was so like shut down. And all I wanted was a best friend to love me, my husband to love me. All I just wanted was to be loved and cared for. And I was accepting less than what I deserved because I was lonely.
It was just something.
Yeah, it was better than nothing. Yeah. And now I've learned nothing is better than that shit. Yeah. So I had to learn in therapy how to set boundaries and how to speak up when things are bothering me. Because for me, if I don't address my emotions and I don't speak up and say, hey, fuck you, this is not right, you shouldn't treat me like that, my panic gets worse. Yeah. So if I'm not speaking my truth and living in my truth, I lose myself. And it's hard because pushing yourself to say things to people that it's like confrontational, sometimes it's hard to do.
That was like, I used to be like fuck you, like said what on my mind, and I kind of subdued myself a little bit, and now I'm more, not so in the aggressive fuck you, but like, I feel way more comfortable dealing with conflict than I ever have. Yeah. Because, like, I'm not gonna lie, like, I had a fucking confrontation recently where I moved out of my goddamn house and with my boyfriend because, I mean, my roommate was doing some shit I didn't like. Yeah. And I addressed it to her, and I got nothing. I got excuses. Yeah. But it's like, don't get me wrong, like, when I'm about to have confrontation, like, my heart starts racing. When I talk, I start to get shaky, so it sounds like I'm either gonna yell or cry, but it's like, being able to fucking do that and just force myself to say what I deserve or say what's not okay, it's the most liberating shit.
It is liberating.
Ever.
It gives you self-confidence. Yeah. And it really, like, when I started doing that, my anxiety would immediately go away. Yeah. And I was like, holy shit, like, I didn't realize, like, all of this was coming from me, like, eating my emotions. Yeah. And just and feeling like, oh, well, I can just deal with this. Yeah. It's fine. I don't need to confront that.
And it also came from, like, a place of insecurity and also not being sure in what I was saying because, like, I used to not be ready. I used to be, like, you did this, you did this, you did this. But when the finger was pointing back at me, I was just like, there's no fucking way that could be. Like, it can't be me. Right. You know? Like, I wasn't ready for the other side
of the confrontation. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Mm-hmm. But now I am, and I feel like I mean, I fucking lash out here and there, you know, I get a little angry. Yeah. You know? I get a little pissed off every once in a while, and maybe, you know, act a little too quickly, but I think the biggest part is, like, communication and not just reveling in my anger or my upsetness and, like, talking to like, a few people about it and, like, getting the unbiased opinion. That really fucking helps me because then I can go in a situation and be like, all right, I'm either being crazy, right, or I'm fucking right and I need to say something, right? Like, that validation, like, I don't need validation from outside sources all the time, but that type of validation is really useful and productive for me.
It is productive. It's like it's also, you know, if you go to someone you trust and they tell you, hey, you know what, you probably shouldn't do that, or you probably shouldn't say it like that, you have to be a big person to accept that.
It's hard.
It is.
Fuck.
It is. Oh, I know. I'm working with Jason on trying to speak his mind because he doesn't, and I've learned to. I mean, Jason eats it, just like I do. And I think a lot of people do, because they're scared of confrontation, but I think the thing is like, if you are able to confront people, you're also able to work through things. Yeah. You know, like, how are you ever gonna build and grow a relationship if you don't say, yo, dude, this fucked me up. Yeah. Like, you shouldn't have treated me like that. Yeah. And if someone is mature, they can take a step back and go, you know what? I didn't see it like that. You're right. Yeah. I'm sorry. Let's work through this. Yeah. That's what I've learned in therapy, group therapy, is I love group therapy, okay? Because my therapist makes us call each other out. It's so uncomfortable. She goes, I know something's not right. And then she does this new thing. I don't get to do it anymore because I'm not in San Diego. But it's called the hot seat. And someone goes and sits in the seat. And everyone says what the issues they have with the person, the way they're acting, whatever it is. And you have to fucking listen. Yeah, and she does it on retreats too. It's really powerful.
Nice slice of humble pie.
It is, but see, that's what therapy should be, is sitting there and listening to, like, okay, wait, like, I'm not doing something right. Like, maybe my issues are also coming from me, and not just everyone else.
What's the common denominator?
Yes,
in the equation.
Yeah, I know.
It's really hard to fucking look at that, but it's like, now that I've kind of accepted that, and I still have trouble fucking taking criticism. Like, what person doesn't in reality? Some are just more quiet about it than others. Yeah, I'll fucking speak my mind, or you know, or I'll die on a hill. Yeah, until I fucking improved. Wrong. Yeah. But developing that, I guess, skill or character trait has made me a lot less patient for others that do that. That's why I cut my friendship off
I get it.
with my roommate, because it's like, I told her how I felt. I was only met with excuses, and then when I reached out again to tell her all the things that I had a problem with, I got no fucking response.
Yeah, no, fuck that. So like, my thing...
You knew how pissed I was.
Yeah, no, I know.
That's fucked.
My thing is, I give people, initially when I meet them, I give them 2 chances, okay? because I've been fucked over so many times in my life. More times than I can fucking list. Okay? And I give them 2 chances. Because most people's initial interpretation of people isn't good. It's never right. Normally the bitches I'm like, I don't really like you, end up being the girls that I like the most. So I always give people 2 chances when I initially meet them. But if I have a friendship with them and something happens and I address it with them and they do not act maturely about it, I'm done. I can't. I have been through so much betrayal in my life that I will not stand for someone who can't be mature enough to sit there and say, you know what? I need to mend something. Anyone who can't take responsibility for their actions isn't someone I want to be around.
Exactly.
It just plain and simple.
Friends are people that you choose to have in your life.
And guess what, bitch? I don't need any of you.
I don't have time for
I am married, okay? And I have dogs, right? I got my best friends and my lover, okay? So if you can't treat me with respect and listen to what I'm saying, then we can't be friends. It's just that simple. Because I would just do it for you. If you had an issue and you addressed it with me, and I would sit there, I would digest it, and I would say, okay, is there something I've done wrong? If there is, I need to look at this and maybe change how I'm acting. You know, if you can't do that, I can't be friends with you. It's just that simple.
I don't have the mental capacity to explain adult shit to other adults.
No. Well, it's not your responsibility.
And everyone needs some grace, you know, everyone's brought up differently, but it's just if I give you all the facts and I'm apparently someone that you care about and I care about you, I would hope that you have the respect to go through that thought process with me.
And if you don't understand, it's okay to ask questions. See, this is the thing, is my therapist and I were talking about this our last session actually, and she was just saying how she was really proud of me because I've been able to listen to what she said and apply it in my life. Because in therapy, if you really want to change, this is my tip for anyone who's struggling with anxiety and depression. If you really want to change, you have to actually implement the things that are going to make you change. You have to do the shit that's really fucking hard to do.
It's so uncomfortable.
You have to have self-awareness, and when you start spiraling or whatever it is, you have to take a step back and just say, whoa, hold on. And implement things that are going to stop you from spiraling.
It's so hard, in the heat of the moment of shit sometimes.
I know.
I know. When I'm heated, I listen to reply sometimes and not to understand.
I know. So I used to be, I was an angry bitch, okay? I was an angry bitch, and I would always speak my mind, okay? So this is what got me starting to eat my shit, was I lost friends because I was fucking mean, dude. And
I'm I'm not mean, I'm just saying what's real. I'm not sugarcoating it.
So I used to be the person that I was terrible. I was the worst person you could be. The person that their deepest secrets and you know the things that will hurt them the most. Oh, I'd say it. I'd be like, oh, you want to fuck with me? Oh, no, bitch. I'm going to fuck with you. I was terrible. I was terrible. I was like, you want to be mean? You want to fuck? You want to piss me off? No, you don't.
That's
because
what I call a miserable bitch.
That was me. So I realized I couldn't do that, after losing friends, and I was like, fuck. So I just never expressed my anger. And then I mean, dude, I literally, have you ever even seen me really angry? No, I don't get angry.
I don't want to.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
I have zero interest in that.
Because I'm a little scary when I'm angry, but I don't really get angry because I've always minimized my emotions, even anger. After fucking losing friends, I was like, man, I just fucking can't be angry. And then I would never get
extreme to the other.
Yes, exactly. That's what I did. I'm an extremist, okay? I'm either all in or I'm fucking nothing. So I, through therapy, had to learn how to address my anger in a healthy way. I mean, if you ask Jason how often, me and him have actually been in, a legit, screaming fight, twice. Our whole entire relationship. Because I'm not that person. I'm really chill. If I'm gonna get angry, it's gonna be from some serious shit. Really angry. I'll address someone and I'll be confrontational, but if I'm fucking raising my voice and I'm pissed off,
Yeah.
normally I'm fucking putting hands on someone.
Yeah.
Like, there is no talking me down from that point.
See, the calm anger scares me more, because, like, a lot of relationships I've been in the past, like, I've been yelled at. Like, the guy always raises his voice at me, so, like, Joe never raises his voice.
Good boy.
Like, I can even recall a time that he did.
Yeah.
And I don't think he ever would.
Yeah.
Unless I'm, like, talking over him, and then he raises his voice to fucking,
Shut up, Bree!
Yeah, but I do that. But the calm anger terrifies me way more.
Yeah. That's normally how I am.
Yeah.
Like, I'll be... I don't know if it's anger, it's upset.
Yeah.
Like, so Jason doesn't really yell at me. He has more anger than I do.
Yeah.
And I have had to address things with him. Like, he has... rarely has he ever called me out of my name. Rarely ever. I mean, I think he called me stupid once. And I literally was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Like, no.
Yeah.
I literally, and I brought it up to him every day for the whole week afterwards. And I was like, not in a mean way, not in like a bickering way, in a like, you need to understand something.
Yeah.
I don't cuss at you, and I don't call you names. Why would you think it's okay to do that to me? And that type of communication pattern, what I learned in therapy, it's really important, because that's the type of thing you're supposed to do with friends.
Yeah.
That's the type of communications you're supposed to have with people. Like, hey, this is a line. Don't cross it.
Yeah.
I don't care who the fuck you are.
Yeah.
Like, do not cross this line. Boundary. My first fucking lesson I learned was boundaries.
Yeah.
Don't let people walk all over you. Whether it's your husband, whether it's your friends, whether it's your family. Do not let people walk all over you. And the second you start sticking up for yourself is the second you're going to start feeling better.
Yeah.
That was like a big lesson I had to learn.
It's huge.
I know. Easier said than done, but
yeah.
it is huge.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, because when I start standing up for myself, I get like that, my throat gets tight, and I just like, I have everything I want to say, but it ends up like, I want to yell.
Yeah.
But it's like, that's not going to fucking
help.
No.
Like, it never helps.
Like,
it never helps.
The loudest one in the room is the stupidest.
Yep. Yep. Normally, yeah. Unless I'm really pissed the fuck off.
Yeah. So that's definitely something I'm learning.
Yeah.
And thank God I'm given patience with it. Because fuck, man, I get so pissed off.
I understand.
Just, like, I don't know. Like, the older it's like we talked about before. It's like, I'm not getting jaded. I just like don't care for people as much as I used to.
Oh, I understand. Yeah, I am not a huge fan of people anymore either. I think the older I get, the more I see a lot of people's true colors, and it's because so many people are so unaware. Like, there's self-aware and then there's unaware.
Yeah.
And I mean, especially with like social media, the shit people post and the things people say on social media, if that is truly who they are and like how they feel, the world is filled with some really terrible fucking people, dude. And it shuts me off to like trying to be friends with new people. I mean, like I told you, you're my fucking first friend since Chelsea 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Like, I literally was like, fuck you bitches.
I'm done.
Literally, I was like, I don't need nobody.
Yeah.
Because it does make you a little jaded. When you've been betrayed or hurt, or you've seen the true colors of people, it's like, well, why the fuck do I even want to try to be friends with people? But I'm learning that I can't be fucking alone.
Well, you can't be like them, because if you turn into them, everything's fucked.
That's what I'm trying
to
teach
Jason.
So it's
like, through all the quote-unquote adversity, like, you have to remain true.
Yeah.
Which is something Joe and I talk about a lot, because, like, he's obviously way more popular on social media than I am, so, like, he gets a lot more trolling shit than I do, and it's just, like, time and time again, it's like, something comes up, and you want to be like, fuck these people, but it's like, he offers so much to, the powerlifting community, fitness, like, he talks about mental health a lot, like, he has a lot of good fucking things to offer, so it's like, you have to keep being that person, because for the one person that's a fucking dick, there's 10 others who are like, thank you so much.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. And honestly, I've started responding back to people that comment things like Christina, when that video was made about Christina, and all those fucking guys were like, oh, she's a man, she's a I went through and I fucking roasted all of them.
Yeah.
Because you know what? I have seen Megan, who I'm sure most people watching this know, one of my best friends passed away. It was like, what, 4 weeks ago? And she experienced a lot of that on social media. I mean, it was really bad. I mean, some of the shit that people said about her, like, I can't wrap my brain around it, right? So she was big, you know, she was fucking woman's physique. So she was big, she was muscular. People would rip on her all the time. You're a man, you're fucking ugly, da-da-da-da-da, all this shit, right? She gets fucking skinny, tiny little thing. She was like, what, like 110 pounds? She's tiny, tiny.
Damn.
She fucking posts on social media, you're too skinny, you're a fucking meth head now.
It's like what's good enough for you guys?
Literally. And especially because she talked so much about mental health. Because she has bipolar disorder, and she had borderline personality disorder, and anxiety, and depression. You know, so it was something that we had a lot of common ground on, and something we talked a lot about. And she's one of the very few people who has seen me in my, like, absolute darkest times, and she had been there for me. So she walked with me through fucking shit, through the darkness when no one else did. And it just sucked because on social media, there's nothing you can do. Like, these people just get to say whatever the fuck they want.
Unrelenting.
And they don't stop.
No.
They literally don't stop. I mean, even when she fucking died, dude, I literally had people messaging me, blaming me and her family. Because they think she committed suicide, which we don't know yet if she committed suicide, which I don't think she did. But yeah, I had people like, it's your fucking fault because you weren't there for her.
Fuck, dude.
It's literally like, I went off, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I went fucking off. Because I was like, how fucking dare you?
Yeah.
Like, don't you try to come talk to me about what I did for her.
Yeah.
You don't fucking know me.
Yeah.
Like, you don't know us. You have no fucking idea our relationship.
Yeah.
And the fact that people feel like they have the right to send messages like that to people is disgusting.
Yeah.
It is fucking disgusting. If you were to go on her page and look at her last post, where everyone, you know how everyone goes like R.I.P.
Yeah.
There's fucking hateful shit on that. When Generation Iron posted her article about her dying, the shit people said, I fucking lost it.
Yeah.
They got the article taken down because I fucking wrote them and I was like, fuck you.
Yeah.
First off, you don't even have her fucking name right.
Yeah.
You literally did not even put her correct fucking name.
You guys are just reporting shit to
Yes.
people. And regardless if it was suicide or any other thing, you can't blame somebody else because if it was suicide, like, that's not your choice.
No, and that's literally... Okay, so our tattoo that we have, We Are the Wildfire, a matching tattoo that I now have angel wings next to, we got it as a promise to each other not to commit suicide and as a promise not to self-harm. Because, you know, like I said, she was one of the very few people in the world who has seen me when I'm really, really low like that. So she knows, you know, and I've seen her. And that was a promise we made to each other. So for people to sit there and say it was suicide is a giant fucking punch in my face.
Yeah.
Because they don't understand. They have no idea. And she would call me every time she was suicidal. And we would talk through it. So, like, the fact that people still, even in her fucking death, this is something she had to live with all fucking day, every single fucking day. She stopped bodybuilding because people were so fucking mean to her because she couldn't handle it. And even when she fucking dies, people are still ripping on her.
Yeah.
It is fucking so infuriating to me. Like, I literally, me and Jason's like, these people need to die. Cause it's just, it's so like, if that is who people truly are, and that is like people's nature out in the world, it shuts me off completely.
Oh, yeah.
It just completely turns me off.
And it's shit that people would never say to your face.
Bro,
I've had some horrible shit said to me on the internet. It's like, I'll never fucking... If you're someone, regardless if it's from a fake account...
Oh, yeah.
Which, it's like, obviously someone I probably might know.
Yeah, some hating bitch.
You would... I'll never... Like, you'll never say that to me.
No.
To my face.
No. Ever.
Which I love Instagram's new fucking feature, because have you seen, like... If you block someone, it says, like, block this user...
Or block their IP address.
Yeah, any other account they may create. Love it. I've used that so much.
I know, I have too.
Fuck.
I have fucking too. I've had terrible things said about me, And I mean, I've told you about the people that are like, I hope you get cancer and die. Like, yeah, all that shit. And it really doesn't bother me. Like, I've reached a point where, like, that shit does not fucking bother me.
Yeah.
You can say whatever the fuck you want. Because you know what? Honestly, the shit that I've told myself in my head is way worse than anything you could ever say to me.
Yeah.
So, like, bro, I'm fucked. Whatever you can say, I've been there, done that, and felt it.
Yeah.
So suck my fucking dick, bro. You cannot say shit that is going to affect me more than what I've already gone through.
Now it's just like kind of comical.
It is.
Or it's like, I just wish you guys would be more creative.
You know what? The reason why I say things to people is because I know that there are women out there that say it doesn't bother them, that it bothers them. Mm-hmm. You know, that's why I fucking jumped on that post about Christina. Because I was like, no, suck my dick, you fucking motherfucker. No, I said, what did I say? I was like, suck my big steroid clit. Like, I was just, because I've just seen so many women who try to brush it off. Yeah. And there's a lot of people that can't brush it off. Yeah. And I feel like the reason why I can is because of my mental issues and how low I've been. Yeah. I just refuse to allow anyone to put me at that point.
You can't fucking hate me more than I hate myself.
No, literally, dude. Like, I have hated myself before. Like, I have been suicidal before. So literally, there's nothing that Billy Bob in fucking Kansas can say to me that's gonna make me feel worse than I've already felt. Yeah. You know? So I feel like I'm in a perfect spot because I literally, like, could not give a fuck. Yeah. I really couldn't.
That's a blissful state to be in.
It is a blissful state. But you're right, these people will not say things to you.
It's so funny too. It's hilarious. It's like, if you got a problem, like, and the thing is, like, motherfucker, I don't even talk to anybody in real life. I know you motherfuckers on the internet, so if you want to fight me or say some stupid shit over the internet,
I know.
You're far worse off than I am.
I know.
Like, it's taken me a long time to not even reply to some of them. Like, I used to fucking clap back, you know? Yeah. And sometimes I will, if it's a good one, you know? Or if I feel like I can one-up them. Yeah. But now it's just like fucking swipe, delete, block, and move on.
Normally, dude, I literally just delete them. I'm like, whatever. Yeah. What I do now is if they're commenting on someone's post and saying mean shit about them, I comment back and I say the same shit to them, right? Yeah. And I have had men who were shitting on a muscular women who I fucking take a giant dump right on them, and they go, "You're so mean, you're bullying me."
Oh, dude.
I'm like, you stupid fuck. Yeah. Literally, I just gave you what you're giving out, and you can't handle it.
Yeah. Dude, I've made many grown men straight up delete their comments. And I go back to check on it for the update. I'm like, where's the thread, buddy?
Yeah.
Like,
what happened? What happened to your balls?
Yeah.
You fuck?
Yeah. Someone said something back to you and you didn't like that. Interesting.
It amazes me at, like, the audacity that people have to say shit on social media. Like, but then again, like, what type of person do you have to be to do that? Yeah. Like, dude, I would never. Yeah. Never in my whole life have I ever been at a point where I would go on someone's page and who's having a great fucking day and just try to tear them down.
That sounds so fucking miserable.
That sounds evil. Yeah. Like, you have to be really fucked up in the head to do that. Yeah. And believe me, I'm fucked up in the head. Like, I don't know where you are if you're doing shit like that.
I might think something in my head if I don't fucking like you.
Obviously.
But am I gonna take the time out of my day to go fucking type some mean shit to you?
It's about, literally about someone you don't even know.
Yeah.
You never
I'm gonna
met.
think you're a stupid bitch in silence, in peace.
Literally, there's times I'll be like, idiot.
Yeah.
You know, like,
me every day on Instagram.
Literally, but I would never go and be like, you're fat. You need to lose weight. Your stomach hanging over your leggings is disgusting. Yeah. Could you imagine if I said that? How is that different than someone going, you're fucking so buff, it's gross. That's so unattractive. How is that different?
That's such, like, I'd be like, I want to be buff, but you're saying I'm gross.
I literally...
It's like a compliment and an insult.
When I see comments like that, I'm like, okay. Like, honestly, Jerry, I don't care if you think I'm attractive.
Things that don't matter for 200.
Literally.
Fuck.
Literally, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not trying to attract you, bro. So, like,
so
that's not a woman's, like, sole goal in life is to attract men.
And the whole, like, argument about, like, well, you know, you put your life on social media, it's subject to fucking comments. It's like, it doesn't have to be. It really doesn't.
Right, and that's the same thing. The people that say that are the same people that I go on their profile and I say, Jeremy, you need to put on some weight. You're way too skinny to be posting a fucking shirtless picture.
Yeah.
Who get offended? And it's like, well, you're putting your life out there, Jeremy. Don't you want comments?
Don't
like
share
that?
your fucking gym progress yet.
Literally.
You don't have cap delts. Get the fuck off the ground.
Literally. Get your fucking noodle arms out of here. But it's the same thing. It is literally the same thing. But it's the only people that do this are miserable people. Mm-hmm. But again, it has an effect on people's mental health.
Yeah.
You know, especially like if they are comments that people already say to themselves in their insecurities, because it's always our insecurities that people rip on.
Yeah.
You know, like always.
Yeah.
Like whether you're fucking muscular and you're scared about being too muscular and not being feminine enough. Of course that's what people rip on. Yeah. Always. If your fucking legs are too fat. Yeah. Oh, you need to lean out your legs. Obviously, Sharon, I know. Okay? Like,
I'm in here killing myself.
Literally, I do 2.5 hours of cardio. You think I don't know my legs are fat? Yeah. Like, holy fuck. But it's always people's insecurities that people rip on. Yeah. Always. It just happens to
or
be
shit
that
they see them themselves.
Yeah, exactly. Always.
Yeah.
Always.
People fucking suck.
I know they do.
God.
I know, and it's hard not to be jaded. It is.
Yeah.
But as my therapist tells me all the time, she's like, people fucking suck, Chandler. Yeah. And I'm like, I know they do. But you have to remember that there are good people out there. Mm-hmm. You just have to look for them. And
it's a lot of work to find them.
It is. It is a lot of work to find. You're right. But don't lose hope because there are good people.
Yeah. My biggest pet peeve, obviously you have to go through this because it's like I don't have a shitty person radar.
I know.
But it's like I hate investing my time and effort into someone.
And then they turn out to be shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know.
It's like, bro, I think I have pretty fucking good intuition.
Yeah.
Like I can sense Jesus, Bruno. Like I can sense when people don't have a certain vibe about them.
Right.
But when I get fooled, man, I get fucking fooled.
I know. You know what? I actually have very good intuition. I get told that a lot. Because I really, I'll meet someone once, twice. Yeah. Like I said, I give them 2 chances. Yeah. And after the second time, if I don't vibe, I'm like, nah.
I'm always the friend that is the I told you so person.
Me too. Constantly.
And I'm just waiting in my fucking glory when that person becomes a shitbag. And I'm like, yeah, you believe me now.
You know how many times Jason goes, God, Chandler, you were right. I'm like, yeah, I fucking know it's right. They're a piece of shit. Yeah. I smell that stuff. I smell it like some rotten fucking eggs. Yeah. I literally just see it all over their fucking face. I'm going to betray you. Yeah. Literally. It's like, I know. Yeah. Because I've been around so many narcissists, so many sociopaths.
It's like body language and shit that I can't even, put words to.
I know.
I just, feel it.
I know. When someone is genuine, you can look in their eyes and tell that they're genuine. Yeah. You know, to me, I base a lot of my relationships off laughter. Okay? Yeah. That's why me and you get along. Yeah. Because, if I can't sit here and really genuinely laugh with you, we're not going to get along. Yeah. Because I'm a goof. Yeah. I'm fucking out there. I'm loud. Yeah. I'm always myself. Yeah. And if we can't sit and joke and fucking laugh, one, I'm not ever going to be able to have a serious conversation with you because I don't trust you.
Dude, we should bring a camera around town and be mic'd up.
And podcast out?
Oh my god. Do you know how fucking hilarious that would be? Get a couple drinks in us? Holy shit.
Okay, when your meet's over, we're doing it. Dude, don't they have those little baby microphones that you hook up to your phone? Yeah. Oh my god, okay. Podcast idea. You bitches better get ready.
There's gonna be a good YouTube video for that.
Oh my god.
The last time that Chandler and I went out, we had a girls' night. We ended up going to this pool party a DJ was playing.
Ghetto as fuck.
We get there and we realize it's an 18 and up show because we were walking in.
Wah, wah, wah.
We were walking in and we're like, dude, why do these people look so fucking
young
and little?
Yeah, I'm
these people are tiny.
Literally.
And we're looking around and we fucking. I think I looked it up on my phone.
Yes, you did.
What the ticket said.
You did.
I was like, this is a fucking 18 up event. So what do we do to deal with it?
Get fucked
We
up.
got blackout drunk. Oh my god. We went up to the bar.
After waiting an hour and a half to get a drink.
Oh my god, dude. So we get in Vegas they have those little souvenir drinks, the big ass cups. We got one of those each.
A shot.
Yeah.
And another drink?
I think so, something. And we made that big ass drink a double. We're
we
fill it to the fucking
fill it with alcohol, bro.
He knew how.
No, we got a shot and then that drink.
Yeah, the lemon drop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so we proceed to just fucking deteriorate from 10 p.m. to midnight. It was over. And so we have fucking Joe.
God.
Wonderful Joe.
There are pictures of me. I think I'm on the toilet, right?
Yeah.
And I don't even remember taking those pictures.
And we end up till 4 a.m. blacked out at some shitty local bar called Rum Runner. It's not shitty, actually.
Didn't I cry that night?
Yeah. If you're ever in Vegas, go to a place called Rum Runner. It's a shitty old Packers bar. Smells like cigarettes, but they got cheap ass drinks and the best fucking wings.
We drank, so I could barely eat because I was so drunk.
I was fucked up for 2 days after that.
Dude, we were fucking...
I ordered DoorDash 2 or 3 times that day.
Oh yeah, the day after, I sit on my couch, watch Netflix, and just order food.
Yeah.
That's the only way to recover. Mass amount of calories, mass amount of sodium, and just fucking...
Dude, when I was younger, I used to drink and get blackout, and I'd wake up at 7 a.m. and go for a run. Because I felt I had so much sugar in me, it's all carbs, I feel great.
I'll be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, when I was fucking younger, I started drinking, I had my first drink when I was 12 years old.
Damn.
Yeah, so...
I know the first time
I partied hard in high school. I literally went out every weekend. We'd go out Friday, get up Saturday, fucking eat, go out again. It was fucking all weekend.
Yeah.
It was... And you know what? We had a really good football team at my school.
Yeah. So,
our football parties, and we were friends.
Yeah.
All the jocks were friends.
Yeah.
Everybody was friends with everyone. So we fucking had wild parties. That's when we go out now, that's why when people are this is crazy. I'm you motherfuckers got no idea.
Yeah.
Until you're doing illegal shit when you're 16.
Now we're just more sophisticated. We have a table.
Yeah, literally.
Cool.
I used to be in a park under the bleachers. Get fucked up. So please.
Those fucking plastic bottles of Burnett's.
Oh my god. Do you remember
Mad Dog
UV?
20? Yes. Did you ever drink the Mad Dog, the 2020 shit, the color?
Oh god, yeah.
I used to play beer pong with Four Locos.
Dude, Four Locos, my shit.
Bro.
So cheap, because everyone's broke.
I don't think you could pay me to drink that now.
I would do it. At a house party.
I'd have to be at a house party, already fucked up, and I'd have to be going through some shit.
So gross. To be going through some shit. I was always going through shit in high school.
It's literally carbonated fucking cough syrup, times 10. It's not good.
You know they changed the formula because of what was in it?
Yeah. People were getting too fucked up. God. Fuck that shit.
Oh my god.
Bottles only. Bottle service only now. I'm sophisticated. And martinis.
Oh yeah. I've never had a martini.
What?
No, never.
Okay, so Joe actually turned me on to martinis because,
of course he did.
Yeah, he's very sophisticated. Skinny bitch, always drinking vodka soda.
Yeah.
They're not that good. I don't care how many
vodka
limes.
soda's disgusting.
I don't care how many limes and lemons
I don't drink it.
It's good. You cannot convince me that a vodka soda tastes good.
No.
Like
it's trash.
Yeah.
It's
I'd much
terrible.
rather have a mojito or
literally
nice
halfway tastes like piss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to. I was obviously eating a big ass steak dinner, so I didn't want to have too much sugary drinks because hashtag macros, hashtag health. And so I fucking ordered a dirty martini, and that is my fucking drink because it's briny from the olive.
Ooh.
I get them extra dirty.
Yeah.
And it's just straight fucking liquor. So you have 2 and you're fucked up. So it's not a lot of calories and it's efficient.
Is it a shot type of liquor?
No, so it's just vodka and fucking olive juice, and they shake it with ice. They shake the fuck out of it, and I always get extra blue cheese olives because it's a little snack too.
Ooh, a little snack.
Yeah.
There's a snack.
Fucking poor man charcuterie. But yeah, I really fucking enjoyed that.
Well, when we have our girls' night, we're gonna have to drink
martinis. Woo! I love.
Could you imagine me at the club with a martini?
Fuck no. Fuck no. God, you're where's the shots?
I know.
God. Give me some cranberry juice.
Nasty shit.
Yeah. Diet Coke, please.
Oh God.
Yeah.
What?
Idea.
What?
After my meet, we're gonna do one of these podcasts drunk.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
We need to make some kind of drinking game.
With the podcast?
Yeah, it can't be like cursing because we'd be blacked out within 2 minutes.
Yeah, no, fuck that.
Oh shit. Well, that's a good idea. So we gotta do.
We'll
some
figure
shit
something out
down on the strip, or when we're out, or whatever, and then when we're just sitting here drinking.
Yeah, dude, the wine on the strip will be fun.
I can go through a bottle of wine or two on this podcast.
Wine?
Oh. Give me a straw,
dude. Give me an IV of that shit.
Oh my god. Well, fuck. Yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed listening to this.
Yes.
There's a lot of hard shit, but I hope you had some laughs.
Yeah. You know, we ended it on a lighter note.
Yeah.
I do want to say, if you are struggling with suicidal ideology, depression, anxiety, any other type of mental illness, there are many resources out there. Please feel free to reach out to me, reach out to Bree. We can direct you to some places, and I'm always listening. I always have an open ear. You are not alone.
Yeah. And so thank you guys all for listening. I think I was going to tell you this off fucking record, being all mushy, but I really enjoy like doing this podcast no matter how many people are listening, but I think it's really cool because through this podcast, we've talked about a lot of shit, and I feel like it's making our friendship closer.
I know!
It's super fucking cool. It's like this little date that we have every
Thursday.
Yeah, every Thursday night.
I know,
and we just talk about a bunch of shit, so thanks for being my friend.
Yeah. Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah, so, again, hope you guys had fun listening. We'll be back next week with more fucking bullshit.
Maybe Big clit energy.
Yeah, it won't be so sad. See you guys next time. Bye.
Wave to the camera.
Bye.